Welcome to another Manor Lord's Guide. In this video, I'll be showing how you can connect multiple regions under your control by setting up bartering and regional exchanges. We'll review all of the related information and how to set up the connections to trade wealth or resources between your regions. So when you get to the point of expanding across the map, you have two main options for sending resources between regions. These are the pack station and the trading post. But before we get into how to set up these buildings and functions, we'll need to understand how interregional trade works in Manor Lords. Since this game is all about realistic medieval times, each region is ruled separately with its own isolated workforce and economy. But you still control each separate region, and you can connect them via bartering. This will require an exchange, either with their regional wealth or supplies to trade with. For example, say you've established a town in your main region, but now you've claimed a new region and you want to send them some resources. In order to send any supplies to this new region, your main region will want something in return. So essentially, we'll utilize some familiar concepts from standard trading for our own interregional trading. But instead of just selling items to neutral traders for the coin, you are selling or exchanging items between your own regions at the rate of their regular trade value. So with that, let's move on to how to set up both of these options, starting with the trading post. Regional exchanges at the trading post are very similar to regular trading that you are likely already used to. But this will use one region's wealth to purchase another region's supplies. To set this up, you'll need a trading post in each region. We'll use Region B with planks as an example here for the resource that we want to purchase from Region A. You'll need to disable the Allow Foreign Trade option on the receiving region, which in this case is Region B. You do not have to turn off the Allow Foreign Trade on the exporting region, which in this case is Region A, if you also want to sell this resource to regular traders as well. But if you only want to sell these supplies to Region B, then go ahead and uncheck it. From there, your traders from Region B will go ahead and purchase that resource from Region A based on the amounts that you set. This can be a great way to transfer regional wealth from one town to another while still keeping those resources within your overall supply. This is functional, but the main issue here is that these items need to be stocked at the exporting region's trading post in order for the receiving region to be able to make the purchase. And there currently does not seem to be any way to manually prioritize which items to stock at the trading post. So if you are also selling other items in standard trade, the work orders could back up and it could take them a while to stock up the resources that you want to barter with. So due to that, the consistency of the interregional trade might be unreliable. You can try building multiple trading posts, but you cannot assign unique stocking settings. In my experience, the best way to control this right now is to just continuously micromanage the trade settings as needed to basically force the workers to stock what you want. And of course, keep this in close proximity to storehouses and/or granaries for logistical efficiency. I have other guides here on my channel that cover more of these specifics, but we're going to stay focused on the interregional trading functions here. Now on to how to set up the next option, the pack station. Instead of purchasing items for regional wealth, pack stations simply exchange items between your own regions. To set up a bartering connection with a pack station, you just need to build one in either region that you want to exchange supplies between. You can of course choose to build more, but only one is required to start making exchanges. Adjust the advanced settings to pair with the other region and set the supplies that you want to exchange. Here it will show you some information about the exchange values. This number indicates the amount of the assigned supplies from the other region that you will get in return compared to the supplies that you are sending. Once this is set up and you assign workers to the pack station, they will start trading the designated supplies as long as they're available in each region. The pro here is that this is more reliable and consistent in comparison to the regional trading post option because the pack station workers will get the supplies that they need straight from any storehouse or granary. This eliminates the bottlenecks of waiting for supplies to be stocked at trading posts which might already have other work orders. You can also build multiple pack stations and they all have their own individual settings which offers far more flexibility than the trading posts. But the con here is that it can be tough to set up and slow to maintain if you don't have a consistent supply of valuable resources to barter with on both sides. So you want to think about what resources you need in each region and which you have in excess of. This can be another important aspect to take into consideration when you choose a new region to settle. Any sort of a rich deposit will be a great option to have some sort of resource readily available to barter with. Otherwise, standard resources such as planks and charcoal will be your friend here in order to have something to exchange. Lastly, I have a couple more additional tips here to add on. Just like with regular trading, having horses available for your trading post workers will increase efficiency for regional trading as well. I would add though that there does still seem to be some issues with making regional trades with any items in the major trade category, even if you have purchased the trade route and have everything set correctly. The pack station on the other hand should have no issue bartering with items from the major trade category and with no purchase trade routes required. But you do need to purchase mules for your pack station workers to be able to transport these items. And as always with basically everything in Manor Lords, the travel distance is a big factor for how efficient the trading here can be as well. So once again, planning ahead for a strong connection can be important. For example, building your towns and bartering infrastructure near the edges of each region can make a big difference. You can use the trade window to help keep track of supplies and exchanges within each region. This is a very helpful tool to verify that the regional trades are actually happening. You can then use this information to compare the efficiency versus just purchasing or selling those items with neutral traders. Keep in mind that this is an area that will likely be updated or adjusted in the future as the game is still in early access. As always, I'll make sure to update the information with new videos as this develops. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, feedback, or suggestions for new topics to cover. Thanks so much, and make sure to check out more Manor Lords guides here on my channel. Peace!